How do you want to approach it?
I guess I'll lead it, right? I mean, it's my channel. I'm supposed to host this thing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a special guest, Steve from GAMERS NEXUS.
Yes, I just got destroyed on the claw machine. He has taken my money. I have no thermal paste to show for it.
Yeah, I have it set really extra tricky for him.
So the bikes you wanted to show off.
Yeah. Let's walk around and talk about my bikes. I haven't posted any bike content yet for you guys, but there's a lot coming. I want to talk a little bit about my different bikes here. These are the hub motor bikes that I've had for about 5-6 years now. These are the ones that me and Steve ride all the time.
Whoa. Thanks.
So sorry, dude. This is my Saran, and I'm fully modding this thing, and Steve is showing how heavy the battery is. Oh man, this thing is heavy.
So that's battery. Those three are batteries, right?
Yep.
The huge one on the towards me is...
That's for that 6-speed electric dirt bike that's out in the front. You guys will see that. I'll be doing a build of it pretty soon.
Why e-bikes?
I love e-bikes, man. I told some other people, you know, I love e-bikes because this is real world overclocking for me. This is overclocking that you can actually feel. With this stuff, it's all synthetic.
Right.
It's all numbers. But you really feel it. When I OC this thing, when I overvolt it, when I OC the controller, you feel it.
So what is, for like overvolt, because I have an e-bike like one of these. I have a Cool Bikes e-bike. It's a Q140R Boost, I think.
You also have that mountain bike style e-bike.
Yeah,
right?
I have a EMTB. It's a transition one, the relay. But I didn't do any real tuning to the Q140R. I tuned the throttle a little bit to adjust the sort of the pickup, the torque.
It has this kind of controller, right? External controller on the Cool Bikes?
Yeah. But when you tune it, if you're doing like voltage tuning or something, what really is that? You know, what are you doing?
Well, there's a range. There's a voltage range. The controller sees the voltage from the throttle. So if you increase it all the way, it's going to be at full voltage.
Right.
So that's how the controller knows where the position of this is.
Okay.
Depending on the voltage. Now what I do on most of these bikes is I'll front load all the voltage. So you just basically give it just a little blip, and it's all the torque is right there. So it's really easy to pull the wheel up.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm really curious, man. Do the police give you a hard time in America with your e-bikes?
Yes. So I used to ride the one I have basically daily as a commuter.
Yeah.
And I still ride it occasionally, but not nearly as much now because, so first of all, we have a lot of police where I am. And the e-bikes, they're like, this kind of e-bike, I'm not an expert on it, but my interpretation of the law is that it's gray area. It's like, it's not quite clear. So an e-mountain bike or an e-road bike or whatever, like a pedal assist, those are legal up to a certain speed limit. Something like comics can say it's, I want to say it's 20 miles an hour. It's pretty low.
Yeah, it's like 20 or 25.
Yeah, it's very low. But then there's moped laws, which have kind of a lot of freedoms for this kind of thing, but they're all written around motors.
Yeah.
Right. And so basically you can get them plated, but you have to do it. You have to get someone at the DMV. You can convince that it's equivalent to a whatever CC motor is
You
legal.
still need all the blinkers, right?
No, for moped, well, so I shouldn't, if you're going to plate it or something, go figure it out yourself. But my understanding is no, you don't need blinkers. I think you need a headlight, but I don't think you need blinkers or anything.
Have you ever had any issues with the police on e-bikes?
Yeah.
What happened?
So, I think it was the first time I got pulled over on one was, I was so mine goes about 48 miles an hour. It's not crazy, but it's pretty quick.
It's 60 volt?
I think it's 72.
It's 72 volt?
Yeah, but it's a massive battery,
Yeah.
so it's pretty heavy.
Should be like 38 amp hour like that one.
So it's a huge battery. The whole bike's like over 100 pounds, and the range is really good. You know, so I can ride it for basically a whole day and have battery. But so I was riding it in a 35, and I was at about 35. I was in the right lane, and the car in the left lane was going like probably 25. And so I was overtaking on the right, and there was a cop speed trapping, but I was under the speed limit.
Yeah.
But he still pulled out, and when he pulled me over, he said he was pretty cool. He walked up and he said, "You're passing cars on that thing." and he also, I started pedaling because I have pedals like yours here.
You have the cool bikes pedals, right?
Yeah, so I left pedals on it for the same reason you did originally, where it's like, it can be a bike, which is legal, but sometimes it's not, which is unknown. Right.
When you're overtaking cars, it's illegal, right?
That's when he said, he's like, I saw when you pulled out, you put the pedals on me. And he said, you can't ride this, right? And I said, no, why not? And this was a couple years ago, by the way, so it was way less defined than in the law. But I said, why not? And he looked at it and he said, well, it looks illegal. And I said,
for sure.
I said, is it? And he said, just go home.
Well, that's nice. He let you off. Just go home.
Yeah, he
did.
He said, I actually got his email later, and I have like a mini permission slip. I can ride from basically from where I live to the office, and he wrote me a thing that was like, here's the parameters. And so it's basically under like moped laws, you get it plated and then it's okay.
That makes sense. Did he recognize you?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have helped.
I don't know about that. Depends why he recognizes me. He works for Asus, it might not have helped. But for you though, like if you go back stateside, you are 100% you're gonna have problems because your bikes go like 60.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure, man. Especially this 6-speed electric dirt bike. That needs like plate and blinkers, man, for sure.
Yeah.
The police in Taiwan are pretty cool. Like if I'm riding with one of my friends and the cop pulls up next to us, sometimes he'll kind of look at the bike up and down, and they just go, man. So the general rule is we don't speed, we don't overtake cars, we don't do things like that draw attention. And so far, so good. I've actually gotten in a few chases, believe it or not.
Do you know, is there like explicit law? Because that's where, for us, there's situations where it's really not clear. You know?
They say if the bike goes over around, it's like 30 kilometers an hour, which is nothing. I don't know what that is miles per hour, maybe low 20s.
Yeah.
Same like you, right?
Yeah.
You don't know?
No.
Sound like my dad. I'm always like kilometers an hour, Celsius. My dad's like, can you please use what we use here,
Celsius
son?
is no problem. Millimeters no problem. Meters no problem. Some reason when we get into kilometers, I can't do it anymore.
I'll tell him my daughter's height. She's like, so this much cm now, Dad. He's like, son, I don't know what that is. What is that in inches?
Yeah, use freedom units. Yeah, so I was 60, like, because you can get plated for a moped really without much issue. It's pretty straightforward. The main thing is you have to make a VIN for it, which is kind of unclear sometimes. It's basically like a kit car. Like if you imagine building your
How
own
do you make
car.
a VIN for a...
I don't really know. I mean, you get something engraved in it, you pick a number, and then you tell basically the same office that deals with vehicle theft.
Like DMV? Or?
No, it's a different one, but it's some I don't know, some office. They record it somewhere, and then that's it. And then you get your moped plate. I did buy blinkers for mine, so there's like e-bike blinker kits, and I bought them because I don't think it was needed for a requirement for the plate, but it actually just feels really unsafe, not being able to signal properly, because you can't go like...
I will just use my arms.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't gotten... I'm surprised you're still around riding in Taiwan.
Well, I've gotten in a couple of chases with them. But it's on the riverside, and what are they going to do? I mean, you can see them coming a mile away. That's the funny thing is we'll be at some spot, like one of those bridges or something, and I'll just be hammering it over and over again with wheelies.
Yeah.
And maybe like 30 minutes later, for sure, somebody's going to call. Like, the apartment buildings can see everything I'm doing.
But is it like not
There's some
allowed?
lunatic over here riding wheelies up and down this ramp.
Is it not allowed though, or someone doesn't like it?
I think it's somebody who doesn't like it.
Okay.
And then I will see them coming like a mile down the road with their red and blue flashers on. It's like they're so not like back home here, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like I'll look to him and be like, you want to leave or not? He's coming. And he'll be like, yeah, let's get out of here. Okay. That's our chase. We get on the bikes and just ride away.
That's probably all they want anyway, is for you to just leave.
Yeah,
right? So
just leave.
They probably don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Can we look? Show me the big one for your, or do you not want to show it for your channel yet?
Yeah, we can talk about it. That's pretty cool. I like this one. But yeah, I want to build it.
Just basically like a supermoto shock?
For sure. For sure.
So I don't know actual motorcycles. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a coil shock, just like those in there, right?
Yeah.
Charged up. It's got front fork, moto front forks. It's got a big ass motor, electric motor.
So you didn't go with Fox for the fork? Or is that a different?
No, those are the forks.
Yeah, but is it like a Fox brand fork or it's some other thing?
I doubt it, man. I doubt it, man. All these parts are Chinese.
Got it.
So yeah, this thing has 6 speeds. It's got a clutch. It's got a foot brake, rear foot brake, which is nice for wheelies.
Sprocket's insane.
Right? Even the brakes. The brakes are nice. Like, you know, my biggest problem on those e-bikes, man.
Yeah.
Those Hope brakes, they're really nice. I mean, they got so much bite, but the problem is the rotors. Like in this heat, if I go out and ride really hard, they heat up too much.
So the cool bikes I have, it overheats at, I want to say it's like 135 or something C. And it's actually kind of scary. So
and you just lose your brake.
Well, you lose everything.
Yeah.
So if you hit 135 C, I can still use the mechanical brakes, but it actually just shuts the bike off.
Yeah.
Like as a thermal protection. So it's like an OTP. But if this happened to me once where I was going to make a left turn, and because it was like 90 degrees Fahrenheit out.
It cut out?
Yeah, because I was already riding it, so it was warm and it's pretty hot. And so I was going to go make a left turn, and it just stopped, like right when I started the turn. And there's no way to restart it till it cools down. So
yeah, those bikes, those hub motor bikes will do the same thing. Like, and if it's like this hot out, and I go outside and ride it really hard, yeah, it'll turn off sometimes.
Yeah.
They get too hot. You can actually lower that.
Okay.
That thermal cutoff. You can lower it maybe like 5 degrees.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably be okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because for mine, like when it cuts off too, you know, if you're rolling, it like lunges you.
Yeah.
Because you just instantaneously lose power.
Man, that's messed up.
Yeah, it is.
That's scary.
Very unsafe.
So yeah, I'm gonna build this one, and you'll see this video pretty soon. Definitely.
Cool. Sweet.
I've had this parts here for almost a year.
Man, I liked riding through Taipei. So twice I've done a mountain biking here. That was at Malcom with a
yeah, you asked me to go that way.
basically a tour guide. Yeah, and then I went to we rode to the riverside for that video we did on my on GM. Actually, we did I think 2 on your bikes.
We did that right during COVID, right when it first hit.
Yeah.
Andrew almost didn't let you guys in here.
I know. Yeah.
You would have been so pissed.
Yeah. And when we did that one, we rode through traffic to get to the riverside, which for you, I guess, is a daily thing. For me, it was like this big adventure because, like, I don't know if you cut in B-roll or anything of traffic here, but it is not like the U.S. here for traffic. It's
free for all.
It's free for all. There's hundreds of mopeds. There's taxis that want to kill everyone on the road.
Nobody stops at stop signs.
Yeah.
Nobody stops at red lights. It's all about you just like
you follow the flow.
Yeah, you get into the flow, and
Yeah.
if you don't, that's where you can cause problems. Actually,
Right.
here.
That was your advice the first time.
Don't hesitate.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, don't hesitate. Just go with the flow, man.
Yeah.
It was really cool for you to come by and check out my lab,
Thanks
man.
for showing us.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is really an honor for me to have you in my video.
Yeah. Looking forward
This is
to seeing
epic.
it.
Yeah. So, I guess you guys will see this build and also that 6-speed electric bike build in the other room pretty soon. So, till next time.
Sweet.